Wow. You sound like you're getting sick again.
Well, my son wasn't feeling too well today.
Which one?
Which son? What? Wait a second. Brayden wasn't feeling well today. It's weird. Early this week, I did feel a little crappy one night, randomly, no idea why. And then I went to bed, my throat started getting sore. I'm like, oh, shit.
You sound hoarse.
And then it got better. But you know, that's always the thing, is like your throat is sore and then it gets better, but then that's when it all comes on, the cold. It never happened. I just woke up, my sore throat was gone. I still felt a little crappy, but I have blown my nose like 5 times. But I do sound weird.
You sound a little weird.
Yeah, but I feel fine. I feel perfectly fine. I can go run a marathon right now.
See,
Maybe a quarter marathon.
I had the sore throat today. A little bit.
Oh, boy.
Like the slight.
Well, it's a good thing we sit farther away now.
It's so true. Now she's calling me.
Oh, excuse me. She doesn't.
Yeah, I know. I called her like a half hour ago because, actually, longer than that. She's actually sick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, stomach bug.
It's going around.
It's going around. First of all, happy birthday. This is, a couple days early.
Oh, yeah, it's a birthday episode.
it's Mo's birthday episode, so make sure you wish Mo a happy birthday.
Don't do that.
Do it. Do it harder. Do it even harder now.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does it feel to be 27?
Pretty good. I was getting my haircut earlier this week. Brayden got his first, and when we're at the barber, he told him that it was my birthday that weekend, and he told the barber that I was turning 46 years old. She was like, "Are you really?" Yeah. Look pretty good for 46.
Hey, you look great.
Yeah.
You look great for whatever age you actually are.
Yeah.
We won't tell anybody.
No one else to know.
If you know, you know.
If you listen back to the episodes, you probably could discertain by saying, when we say like what seasons we remember and stuff like that, so you could put it together.
You could probably put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to get into this. This is a hodgepodge. This is what we had. These are leftover beer of the week. So I have the Bloomin' Belgian White non-alcoholic, which I got from Pete. Pete decided to trade me.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I gave him one, and he felt the need to reciprocate. I was like, you really don't have to. And he goes, no,
That's fair.
To.
Yeah. He did. Marine Odyssey is what I have, the IPA. From wow, that one was good. Netflix, Our Oceans. I should watch that to support their endeavor into athletic.
This one sucks. I forgot I had that. I'm glad I had a couple like hodgepodge ones. I didn't.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I could have brought more Goldens, or I think I have a light.
Well, I have Skunked Stella, so this is better. So
hell yeah!
Shout out to Athletic and Blue Moon.
Yeah,
shout out. Cheers.
Woo!
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Dink.
God, it's been so long.
This is our first Thursday to Thursday in a while.
I know, but it's still, again, same thing last night. I was like, I'm kind of bored. I wonder what Mo's doing.
We should start doing two episodes a week. Start increasing it. It's gonna start. Jessica be like, babe, this is like.
She goes, now you can do Zoom.
This would be like terrestrial radio, 1 episode a day, 5 days a week.
That is the goal. The goal is that we don't have jobs anymore. Right. Like, this is our job.
Yes, exactly.
And then we don't have to hear it from anybody. It's like, I'm going to work.
We'll be our own boss.
Listen, I understand if you're jealous, but it's still how we make money. So we're not there yet, but we're on our way. This will be
join us by liking this video.
Yes, obviously.
Subscribing to this channel, commenting on this video.
Absolutely.
Or short.
I mean, listen, our views are going up.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing YouTube shorts.
Yep.
Those have been getting some good views.
Yeah.
Our subs are going up.
Mm-hmm.
We are get on board now, because at some point this little podcast that used to fit in your pocket is going to be too big, and you want to be the early ones to say, I listened to. I was there when they were nothing.
Yep.
All right. We're going to start off with the Saturday games, the Super Wild Card Weekend. This is going to be shorter episodes now. It's going to be weird. But now, fill time.
I'm curious. I was actually going to ask you before we got into the games, if you wanted to do anything with any of the news that dropped this week. I know you're excited to get into the games because some loser team did some loser things. Like, who cares? We want to talk about the winner teams, the teams who are terrible at hiring head coaches that they're all fired.
Okay. Yeah, good point. We can either talk about the games or let's talk about the news. Let's have a news segment.
It could be like a coach section because there's a couple teams out there for head coaches. Some teams have already hired a head coach. What's that all about?
I wonder who that is.
I don't know.
Let's start off with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Cowboys are interested in Primetime.
That's right. They're in Primetime. I heard Mike McCarthy was getting interviewed by the Bears. Ben Johnson to the Raiders, I've been hearing.
Yes.
Which seems odd. Mike McCarthy to the Bears, I actually don't hate, surprisingly.
No, I think
he's a steady hand over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that could work. They just said, actually, before you got here, I was reading that Cliff Kingsbury has paused the head coach thing right now.
Focus on the playoffs.
On the playoffs, which potentially is a good sign for him to stay.
Yeah.
There's a little team in the New England area that they hired a coach, right?
They hired a coach.
Who was it? Ben Coates, right?
I would have been all about that. I wonder what he's up to.
I know. What is Ben Coates doing?
I'll have to Google that later.
Like, before there was Gronk, before there was Hernandez, there was a
Kelsey,
guy. Yeah, I was
sure.
I was sticking with the Patriots.
But he's 87. He was 87.
Correct. He was an 87. He was, because I said Gronk first.
Right.
There was a guy named Ben Coates.
Yep.
Who's fucking awesome.
There's
for the Patriots.
There is a YouTube hype video or highlight reel of Ben Coates, and he, like you just said, he was Gronk before Gronk.
He really was.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was really good. It's just the teams at that time weren't fantastic, but you had some good players.
No, and he was on the team that went to the Super Bowl in '96. And it's weird because a lot of those guys, you hear them from you hear from Ty Law, you hear from Drew Bledsoe all the time. He has a winery. Mm-hmm. You hear from. I've even seen Lawyer Malloy pop up on some stuff, some of those videos, but I do not know what Ben Coates is up to. The Patriots actually have a podcast like network, and they have a Pats from the Past one.
Nice.
I don't think they've done Ben Coates, but they've done everyone. They've done Vrabel. They've done a lot of dudes.
I do appreciate when they bring back the former players.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now, but go ahead, get into your new coach, head coach.
So the New England Patriots hired, I think it was 16th head coach in franchise history, Mr. Mike Vrabel. So they traded one previous linebacker player for another previous linebacker on the team. Except this one actually had some experience, has called plays, has run a team, has maybe not front office experience, but he's dabbled in that kind of stuff. He did a lot. He worked for the Browns last year actually as like a special assistant, but I guess he focused on the offensive side of the ball and also some analytic pieces. So now everyone knows here that I wanted the tight pants guy. I wanted the offensive guy that would take Drake May under his wing.
Yes.
But, I did what any good fan does when a team makes a decision that they didn't entirely want. I buy into it immediately.
Well, you can have a day, you can have a night to a day to bitch, because that's what I did.
Right.
I wanted tight pants.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think we talked about it on
this show, actually.
Yeah, I was not thrilled about Dan Quinn.
Yep.
But then it's like, okay, this is the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Let's support the decision.
You watch all the interviews, because he did like a whole media blitz of all. He did EEI, he did Patriots Unfiltered, he did NBC Sports Boston with Tommy Curran, and as I was listening to his answers, I was like, okay, I'm all right. I'm into this. I did not want to hire him. He was probably in my top three. It was Ben Johnson, him, or I don't even know, honestly. I knew it was a 2-horse race. Actually, we all knew it was a 1-horse race. Honestly, Johnson was not happening as much as I wanted it to. But I like what he's putting out there. He does come with he's been a coach for a while. Had success with the Titans. Towards the end, it got weird, but I think there was a weird fracture there because when they traded Brown, he did not want to trade him, and things were not. And then Tannehill aged out, and that was kind of like the decline.
We were talking about it because when the news finally broke, you said, "I'll convince myself by Thursday that this is a good decision."
I did it.
Which is honestly, as a fan, that's what you have to do, because it's like when we hired Gruden and we hired Ron, it's like you have to because it's like that's the decision.
I think I even convinced myself that the Mayo hire was like not terrible, because you just convince yourself. Because what else are you gonna do? I'm not gonna. And some people will bitch and complain nonstop until the start of the season, but I'm not about that life.
No,
I don't have time for that negativity.
He needs your support.
Exactly. I need to support my boy, just like you supported Quinn, and look how that worked out for you guys.
Exactly.
But he's and I hope Vrabel's the same way. He's hired good OCs in the past. Quinn hires very well. It's not a knock against him. It's a benefit. You know, he had Shanahan as offensive coordinator. Cliff, now he read the tea leaves and said, yeah, that's a good match for my quarterback, and look at him now.
Right.
So I'm hoping Vrabel is similar. I think, and look what he did with Tannehill. And it's funny because a lot of people say, oh, you know, running, your offense is all runs, yada, yada, yada. And they asked him about that one in the interviews. And he's a professional ball buster, legitimately. Yeah. Like, he walked into the Patriots Unfiltered off, like, podcast studio, and the first thing he said is like, oh, this looks like a retirement home. Yeah. They're like older. But he said straight up, he's like, look who our running back was. It was prime Derrick Henry. Of course we're going to run the ball.
Right. I would say that, you know, if you're a fan and you're looking at what he did with Tennessee, I would also, no knock, but I think Drake has more upside and potential than a Tannehill.
Yes, I agree.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's going to lie on who he hires as an OC.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's a big hire. And I think hopefully it gets to the point where and if it's in here, the next thing I'm going to convince myself is if he goes back to Josh McDaniels, that'll be the next thing I convince myself is okay.
Yeah.
I'm already like pre-planning that it's okay, because if they get him, he has he's a good offensive coordinator where he's like the head coach of the offense. Not a head coach, but of the offense. You know, he's not getting another head coaching job. So he'll be there. He'll be there for a while. You know, we're not going to have 6 OCs in 6 years. We've already had 5 on 5, which is enough. And this all went sideways when he left for Vegas.
Right.
So I guess it makes sense if he comes back and kind of rights that ship a little bit. And also people might be concerned he can't do the Drake offense, but he did it with Cam Newton when they went 7-9 in 2020. He did the RPOs. He did the running quarterback. So I don't doubt that.
Right.
He made Kyle Orton a Pro Bowler. Derek Carr wasn't terrible under him, so I wouldn't love it. But right now, I think our organization just needs some stability.
Yes. And
from what I'm understanding, even like inside the confines of like football ops, it's bad.
That's what they've been saying.
Yeah. And that time in Cleveland, with Vrabel, a lot of the people he brings in more analytics to, not the analytics of like, oh, it's 4th down and 3. What do we go for? It's like it's scouting. We have I think our department of 2 guys, and it's very antiquated, very old. And we need to beef that up. And he talked about that. He wants to beef that up. We need to get football ops back up, and just rebuild this thing from the ground up. Because I think Bill wore too many hats, and
it doesn't work.
You know, there's like someone very powerful leaves as a power vacuum. That happened with Bill, and except instead of it sucking up everything just like fell to the ground.
Right. But they were talking about him too. They said Vrabel isn't like a Belichick. He's actually more of like a Parcells type coach.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I think it'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, Parcells is no slouch. You know, he won 2 Super Bowls, went to a 3rd, made the Cowboys pretty respectable. So I don't hate. I'm looking forward to it. I feel energized. Like I said, I convinced myself about Mayo, so I could obviously convince myself about this. But looking back now, I was like, damn, it went from Mayo had no experience, and then he brought in guys who had no experience.
Right.
Which is terrible.
Destined to fail.
Yeah. Like we talked about McVay. He was hired as a 32, 33.
Yeah.
He brought in Wade Phillips. Genius. Mm-hmm. Why do you bring in other people who know nothing? Not know nothing, but they have very limited experience.
Right.
Now, Vrabel can come in, be the head guy, hire appropriately, and we'll be off to the races. He just needs to bring some stability, and I think now we're looking at the Commanders as to what you do when you went 4-13. You bring in a coach who's got some cachet, make some good hires, get some positivity,
right?
And
you got guys that want to follow you, and that's what Quinn has. I mean, we have Anthony Lynn as our like run game coordinator, who was a head coach a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
you know, people forget about that. Yeah. We have Ken Norton Jr.
Oh, 51.
As our linebackers coach.
That's great.
We still have Ryan Kerrigan.
Wow. So he kept some guys.
Throwback. But yeah, when you have good coaches and good personalities like that, they will attract the right people and coaches and players.
They turn that roster over. Patriots they did not do that last year. I'm curious to see what happens on the front office side. They'll stick around through at least the draft, but I'll be very curious to see what we do in the draft. But Vrabel's just, I don't know, he exudes confidence. I did not see that from Mayo all the time. His press conferences became painful, very painful, and he had to correct himself more than anyone I've ever heard in my entire life. Vrabel's a straight shooter, and guys I think will like him. He's obviously a he played before, so
Right.
they respect that. And just looking forward to it. Let's get on that horse.
Let's see what happens. There's also the Dallas Cowgirls are interviewing Robert Saleh.
Interesting. And he interviewed somewhere else too. Maybe with the Raiders or somewhere. Oh, the Jets. No, he got fired from the Jets.
Yeah. His name did come up somewhere.
Yeah.
Saints? I don't know.
No, maybe the Saints. Maybe the Saints because they have an opening. The Saints, the Cowboys, because we didn't talk. Well, it happened after last week, right? Mike McCarthy. They didn't fire him, but he just like did
his contract ran out, I think, on the 14th. So they just let it expire.
Which we said was gonna. If you listen to the show,
to the show.
We said that was gonna happen. Literally the day they didn't get an extension. We're like, he's gonna be a lame duck, and it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, they're not gonna fire him. They're just gonna let it expire. It's like, boop, there it goes.
Yep.
They're also, I guess, scheduled to interview Kellen Moore.
Okay.
Going back to the well, I guess.
Yeah, right. He was always kind of like, he could be the next guy, but then things went south and he was gone. And
excuse me. On paper, Dallas is an attractive spot because it's Dallas and it's they have
talent, there's history.
Right.
Yeah,
you got pieces, blah blah blah. But Troy Aikman just came out recently and said it's not the hot spot that you think it is.
Yep. I appreciate Troy Aikman because he just tells it like it is.
Right. He's like, I spent 12 years there and, whatever, but it's not the hot spot that people think.
Yeah.
There's rumors about Dion. I think if Dion got the offer, he's going.
Oh, yeah, because Dion's all about himself, and if he can make himself more famous, I don't know, he'll do it.
That's a hell
maybe not more famous is the right word because he's obviously already famous as hell, but like if he can just increase his cachet, I don't know.
But he did, he started out doing some didn't he do high school and then he went to Jackson State and then he went to Colorado and Colorado had a decent season
they've improved. He's a great showman and just promoter of himself. Like Shedeur Sanders, if he was not Deion Sanders' son,
right?
I don't think this would be happening.
It is interesting because he's saying that there's a couple teams that I won't allow my son to play for. And I have to imagine Cleveland's one of them.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know who the other is. He said there's a couple.
It could be Tennessee.
But Tennessee isn't as long of a they don't have as long of a history of being terrible.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Cleveland has to be one.
It is funny that they fired, and people were surprised when they fired Mike Vrabel. And then they go from a middling, because they were 9 and 8 last year to first pick overall pick.
Well, I think when you look at what they had going into the season, I was like, they're going to be terrible. They're going to be terrible. I understand maybe just rip the Band-Aid off and move on kind of thing, but they didn't get better. That's for sure.
No.
Just keep that can close.
Oh, shit, yeah. I'll put it over here.
It's all good. But
I know what I'm looking, Joe. I'm looking. No, I'm just kidding.
You can look. Just look. I was trying to think, I don't know who the other one would be. I don't think that he would have a vendetta against the Giants.
No, I think he'd want to go to the Giants or Vegas. Who else is up there? Us. We're not drafting him.
Let's
I don't think he'll make it out of the top 10 because teams are just too desperate for quarterbacks. I did see a mock draft that had Cam Ward going 1 to the Titans.
I could see it. They need a quarterback. They were talking about other teams that you're not necessarily thinking about that need quarterbacks. So a Seattle, for instance, potentially the Colts. But the Giants are at 3. I heard a report again. Here we go with the rumor mill. On the
it is silly season has commenced.
It's already fucking
silly freaking season, dude.
The rumor is that the Giants prefer Shedeur Sanders. So, but I don't see.
And where are they picking?
3.
3. Shit. Yeah.
I don't know though because Cleveland. We talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like. But here's the thing: if you don't love one of these quarterbacks, and you're sitting at 2, get something else.
Yeah,
don't get a guy that you don't see the future with here.
Right.
Just because you're we're at 2, we need a quarterback.
Yeah.
We'll take.
And you know what next year is? Next year is suck for Arch because he's going to be a junior, I think.
Yeah,
and he can come out. So Arch Manning in Texas. I'm pretty sure he'll be the consensus number 1, just on name alone. But he's also pretty talented, from what I understand. So,
yeah.
That was the other thing we heard that happened after you had mentioned last week that Watson had a setback for his Achilles. Sounds like he just tore it again.
Yeah.
Which is awful. And it's like either another season ender or a career ender. So we will see what happens.
I just don't.
They can't bring it back.
You can't. You can't. It's like when he did play, when he was healthy, he was terrible.
I know. Now he's going to miss another season or big season of NFL football.
Well, you figure, like, this was like last week or the week before that the report came out that he had a second surgery off an Achilles, right?
Yeah.
So that's January, December.
Yeah.
You're out a whole year.
Yep.
They have to have some insurance policy on him. Didn't we talk about this?
We did, and we looked it up, and I think the Jets didn't have one on Rodgers last year.
Yeah.
So I hope they do. That's a lot.
Just because of his off the field situation, I would have an insurance policy just because you don't know what the legal ramifications are on some things.
Yeah, they did settle something else this last year, so for Jesus. Yeah.
That's why I would.
Yeah.
Just because if you're going to take the risk to get him, well, I'm going to have some sort of insurance policy because of your personal life might interfere with the money I'm paying you.
Yeah.
Was there any other coaching news we were talking about?
No, I think that just about covered it. Who's still looking? The Jaguars are looking.
The Saints.
The Saints. The Browns just promoted a guy to offensive coordinator who were the Patriots. Not report, but he was like, oh, maybe him, but no, that's not happening. So no, that's all I got. That's all I got in the coaching carousel, I suppose. Jets haven't hired anyone, so Patriots were the first one to hire very quickly.
Well, at least you got it done. Because now you're going into the offseason. Free agency is going to hit in beginning of March. At least you haven't settled in.
Yeah, so hopefully now we get the first crack at the coordinators. And you also get to see what happens. Maybe something happens in the playoffs where guys like the Lions get bound. Maybe that happens, and then the guys are available. Right. Who knows?
Well, because we were talking about that too the other day. I think I was talking to my cousin about it. It's the coach, because he was saying Dallas has to be the most attractive piece at this point. I was like,
yeah,
maybe, but that's because you still don't know with teams that made the playoffs.
Yep.
You don't know if somebody's going to get fired.
Right. I mean, remember the coach before Vrabel for the Titans? I forget his name, LeBeau or something like that.
Yeah.
He won the wild card weekend, and people were like, oh crap.
Right.
Then he lost divisional and still got fired. So
right. So it's entirely possible that a team could do that. The Steelers won with Tomlin.
That is interesting.
Tomlin's like, don't even bother trying to trade for me. I ain't doing it. So that just means like, I'm just going to get fired potentially.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do it. I think they would have to have one more bad season. But there was a report yesterday that there was some sort of issues with Russ and the OC, and there was like bad drama.
Oh yeah, here come the reports. Same thing with Mayo. Same thing happened with Mayo. He was fired like 3 days later. All the reports are coming out like he was playing cards in the back of the plane on the way home from a loss, and now even stuff's coming out of Vrabel of like from Tennessee fans. It's so funny. I love this stuff.
Yeah,
it's so silly.
I didn't really read into it, so take it for what it is. But there was some reports about Russ and the OC and some sort of bad blood because they were talking about potentially Fields starting next season. But Fields, I believe, his contract is up.
That was the 5th year, right? Yeah.
That was his 4th year, right?
Oh,
2021. Didn't he come out in 21? This was year 4.
Yeah, because Mac Jones, right? Same. Yeah, you're right.
So I think he's just a free agent, unless there's a team option. I don't know.
Yeah, every rookie, but I think we would have already had to pick that up.
Well, because he got traded, right? I don't know.
Yeah, so the rookie is 4 years with a 5th year option. The 5th year option's expensive. And also, it's a team option, and and you trade it. Like the Jags didn't pick it up on Mac, so I don't know.
But maybe they're just confident that
you come back.
They could sign him back.
Yeah, especially if they say, "Hey, you could start." He'll probably say, "Yeah."
Which, if that's the case and those rumors are true, you got to imagine Russ is looking for somewhere too. And then it's like, what team's going to take Russ? What team's going to take Rodgers if he decides to keep playing?
Oh my God!
I can't imagine it's going to get better.
No.
I think that this was the way for him to go out. He played much better than he did in Denver. Yeah. Down the stretch, they played like shit.
Yep.
But
yeah, I'm more confident in a revival of a younger quarterback. Even what's his name that was on the Jets last year and is still terrible. I think he's on the Broncos. I don't even know if he's still around. What's his name?
From who?
The Jets last year.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I am more confident that he would have a bounce back year than Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, because he's younger. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's not going to get better. But there are those teams who are going to need a bridge quarterback for one more year. And
it could be the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be one of those teams that they're picking fairly high and they don't want. I mean, you got to imagine once Cam Ward and Shador go off the board. Who was the other one that
no idea.
Didn't somebody else just say they were coming out? I think there's. You could maybe see 3 quarterbacks in the first round.
Yep.
But there's going to be a lot of shitty teams that need quarterbacks.
Those are the only 2 quarterbacks I know. I did hear about the third gentleman coming out, but I can't remember his name. I know Allard went back to Penn State. Carson Beck transferred to Miami. I think the NIL is like $4 million for that 1 year in Miami, which is nuts because
I heard that. Yeah,
that's more than like Will Levi Jeans is making for the Titans.
Yep.
So a lot of these guys may have more reasons to sit back another year than enter the draft.
I feel like I'm going to butcher his name, but it's Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers.
Ewers. Yeah, that's right, because Arch is starting for them next year.
Right, so he declared. So
yeah, he is. In my opinion, I don't know if you watched any of the college football playoffs, but
absolutely not.
# not great.
So maybe because this year's class isn't great, maybe he gets picked up in the first round, or maybe he just drops to the second round. But
I mean, someone will convince themselves. I mean, Cam Ward has already shot up the boards. Richardson shot up the boards last year. Bo Nick shot up the boards last year. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, especially around that time, teams are gonna get desperate.
Yep.
But anywho,
yeah.
Let's dive into the Super Wild Card Weekend, which I guess they don't call it that anymore, but here on the MOJO Show, we do call it that.
We do. We sure do.
The first game, the Texans over the Chargers, 32-12. I and you picked the Chargers. Yep. I didn't see the Texans having much life left. I stand corrected, though, because Herbert threw more picks in this game than he did all season.
He sure did.
And they were ugly.
They were
ugly.
They were leading this game. Was it 9-0 or 9-6 or something like that?
6-0.
Yeah, which obviously isn't much, but they were ahead for the first quarter and a half, and then it went sideways very quickly. I went to go pick up food, and you text me. I was like, huh?
I know, and I'm trying to remember the sequence. I was like, dude, this is wild. You're missing.
This is hilarious because I picked up food. I walked inside, and Jessica's like, you have to see this.
Now I know what it was.
Yeah. So you have to see this. And I'm like, and I must have looked at my phone. I was like, yeah, Joe just told me I was missing something. So it was what, 3rd and something?
Well, I think this is when the Chargers scored the touchdown, right?
Yeah, it was 3rd and 20 or something, right? On their own 10.
Something ridiculous.
And he threw like a 80-yard touchdown to Ladd.
Yes. It was a great catch and run by Ladd. Yeah.
Yep. And then,
but the
Texans blocked the extra point.
Correct.
And the kicker, instead of catching it, tried to knock it to the ground.
Just like volleyball, spiked it down.
If it hits the ground, it's not a dead ball.
No, that's what. The only thing I could imagine is he thought it was, as long as it hit the ground. The way he reacted. Yeah. But it was like they needed.
He touched it. I don't know.
They needed that touchdown so bad, but that 6 points ended up just being 4 because it was a touchdown return for 2 points off of a
any extra point return or 2-point conversion return is a 2-point
touchdown.
Yeah.
However I think they worded it that way.
That's funny.
But it was like you went from 6, potentially 7, to it being 4.
Yeah,
you had a 4-point touchdown.
They might as well just make it's a 3-point swing, which is that's a big swing.
Right.
Big swing. So that was and that was right at the end of the first half, I think. Wild. And that happens and you're just like, oh man, that's the end of that. Good rally.
It was not looking good there.
We've talked about it before. We've talked about this with Herbert in his college days, where he sometimes just didn't put up against. He didn't beat bad teams. He didn't always lead his teams to promised land.
Right.
Is he just going to be one of those quarterbacks like a Phillip Rivers who just never gets the job done?
It's funny how quickly the narrative has changed.
My narrative has not changed.
No, not yours. I'm saying in general, because when they were talking about it after this game, which he did, he played poorly this game. He threw 4 interceptions. I think all season he threw 3.
Yep.
So he threw 4 interceptions in this game. But just like a year ago, and maybe even into the beginning of this year, he played pretty well. It was like, oh, he's up there. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, Herbert and Joe B and whatever. After this game, the narrative completely changed. It was like exactly what you said. Yeah. Like, oh, is he just like a... I thought that they did better than I expected
in the season for the season.
For the season, I mean, with first year with Harbaugh, they were last year.
Yes, it is his first year.
Really bad. They finished 11-6. Yeah, he had a horrible game in the wild card game.
Yep.
But I have to imagine he was on the road. I have to imagine year 2 with Harbaugh, they're going to get better.
Yeah.
Herbert is a good quarterback,
and crowds are more hyped in the playoffs. The Texans crowd is loud. I give them credit.
Right. And they're no slouch on defense.
No, they swarmed. And teams step it up. Good teams step it up in the playoffs.
Right.
So.
And they have that, as a young team with CJ and D'Amico second year, but they have the experience because they did it last year.
Yeah.
They made it to the playoffs last year, which good on them too, because people were writing them off as we were last week.
For sure. They were not impressing me. And then they
down the stretch, it was like they kind of had that Steelers thing where they kind of backed their way into the playoffs in a way, but they get a win. So it's like 2 years in a row. They'd managed to squeak out a win in Super Wild Card Weekend.
Super Wild Card Weekend. Way to kick it off. Only one competitive game.
Yes, only one. This game was closer than I thought, but I think it was just because the Ravens kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit.
Yep.
But 28-14 over the Steelers. I said that this was going to be, they were going to dog walk.
They covered that spread.
They did. What was it, 9.5?
9.5, yeah.
Yeah, they covered the spread. So the Steelers finished the season 6 losses in a row.
Yep.
Not great. No. We just talked about the some of the problems with Russ and the OC and the front office and Tomlin potentially.
Yeah, and that's always that eternal question of, do you want to be competitive every year and not win anything, or do you want to win that one time? Not that I'm saying you win the one time and be bad, but is this, I mean, I've talked to a Steelers fan. I think we know some. I think I looked it up, and it's 5 wild card losses in a row. It is double digits.
It's 5 or 6 in a row. Yeah.
So the problem is, in this league, in my opinion, you can't win without the quarterback, and you're not going to draft unless you unless you make a steal. They did not with Pickett.
Yeah.
Unless you find a diamond in the rough, you can't do it finishing 9-8 and 10-7 every year.
I don't think that making the playoffs is good enough anymore when there's a 7th seed in the playoffs, which I love the 7th seed because now only one team gets the bye, which I prefer that. But I think when you add that additional team, just making it isn't good enough. Year in and year out, you're like, yes, we're competitive. We make the playoffs, and then we get our asses kicked immediately.
Yeah, because before, the 6th seed, which at the time was the lowest seed, would play the 4 seed in the first round. And it's not that big of a difference, probably.
Right.
Now, 2 and 7 is a pretty big difference.
Yeah, I agree. This is one of those things, like Dallas, is just being competitive in the regular season. Is that good enough? I don't think so.
I would move on from him.
From Tomlin?
Yeah. He's been there how many years now?
I think it might be one of those things where, when Tennessee got rid of Vrabel, I was like, yeah, right. Maybe the time was just up.
Yes.
That's not to say he's a bad coach.
Right.
Not to say they're a terrible franchise, but maybe it's just time.
Yeah.
The Steelers, maybe it's just time.
Andy Reid and the Eagles.
Yeah, look at Andy Reid now.
Yeah.
It's 100%. I think Tomlin could do well somewhere else.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes you just need a change of scenery, different coach, different voice. I mean, he's a good coach, but it's just, you're just in the same, you're just spinning your wheels. And Russell Wilson ain't the answer.
No.
And neither is Justin Fields.
No, and I think that when you are winning and you are making the playoffs, it's harder to step back and say, this isn't good enough.
Right.
Because there's a lot of teams that miss the playoffs every fucking year.
Yes.
The Jets haven't made the playoffs in 14 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, you're better than the Jets, but are you as good as the 49ers or the Chiefs or the Ravens? No.
And the Steelers right now are kind of like us, where they don't, or for a while, where you haven't picked in the top 10 in how long? So you're not going to get your top 3 quarterback. Right. You're not going to get your Drake May by picking 15 every single year. It's not going to happen.
Right. You're going to have to trade up.
But they also don't do.
Well, I mean, what has it been? It's been 3 coaches in the 60-year span or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why. And I do appreciate the fact that they're loyal to a point, but it's also like the Marvin Lewis thing, which I loved Marvin Lewis. He was Redskins ex-defensive coordinator.
Yep.
But did the Bengals not hold on to him too long?
Right.
It was like every year, I was like, there's no way they're bringing him back.
Yeah, it was him and Dalton, and then they get the new coach, and they get the new quarterback, and they go to the Super Bowl 2 years later. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's time to move on there.
I agree.
So the Ravens advance. We'll get into the matchups in our next segment.
Yeah.
Sunday, kicking things off on Sunday, the Bills over the Broncos, 31-7. Not even fucking close.
Nope. A lot of times you see these games where the other team comes out quick, scores a touchdown. Oh my god!
Yeah,
and then nothing. And I saw that first touchdown, and I remember thinking the same thing. I was like, "That's probably the only points they're going to get." And yeah, that's all they would do.
I mean, listen, good on Bo Nix. He made the playoffs in his rookie season. Had a pretty good, decent rookie season in a very the difficult division. Right, he had 3 teams make the playoffs.
Right. It reminded me of Mac Jones' rookie season. We went 10-7. Got that. I think except for we got the there was 7 seed, right? Got the 7 seed. Got smoked by the Bills in the playoffs.
Well,
but they probably have. They don't have Matt Patricia coming in as offensive coordinator.
No. I think the future is probably bright for Denver, but I think, depending on how matchups go, I think Buffalo is they are prime. For some Super Bowl stuff.
Wowzer.
So they are going to be tough to beat. They're 8-0 at home.
But they're traveling. No, they're not traveling. The Ravens are traveling to Buffalo. My Super Bowl pick.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
See that matchup.
Yeah.
Okay, then we had the Eagles.
Chiefs are lucky they're avoiding one of them. That's for sure.
Yes. We'll see, though.
Yeah.
The Eagles over the Packers, 22-10. Didn't see much from this game, I'll be honest. But the Eagles won.
They did win. They would have won by more, but I think at the end, what's his name was running for a touchdown and slid down just to run the clock out, which is fine. Another not close game. The Packers were very. I did see towards the end of it, they were very sort of undisciplined. A lot of penalties. 15-yarders, stupid penalties that they didn't need to make. A young team, but it's funny because last year they were a year or 2 away. Now this year they're still a year or 2 away. How are they going to be a year or 2 away forever? Jordan Love didn't play great.
No, but I wonder if the injury had anything to do with it. He had the elbow, right?
He did,
the week before. He threw 3 picks. I didn't think that they were going to. It's as good as Dallas was in the regular season last year. I would. That's more believable that they could go to Dallas and win versus Philly is very different. And it's maybe because Dallas plays inside and it's nice weather and blah, blah. But going to Philly, now granted, Green Bay also has shit weather, but it's that home field advantage.
An actual home field advantage
is very different in Philly, I think.
Yeah,
and maybe if Philly went to Green Bay, it would have been a closer game.
Yep.
I just didn't think that Green Bay was going to pull this one out.
Yeah, I never think of the Dallas Jerry World as like a fortress.
Yeah.
Not that I'm thinking of the Eagles, but you'd think of their fans as being assholes, and I'm sure they get to it, and in the playoffs and stuff like that. So,
right.
I don't know.
We'll see how it goes.
I mean, it's tough because none of these games, except for the next one, were close. None of these games were close.
Yeah, they were all pretty much blowouts.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you watch all of this game?
Sure did.
All right. Well, the Washington Redskins over the Tampa Bay, over the Tampa Bakers, 23-20, and they had me sweating.
Yeah.
They said today, if you include this game, 6 of our wins came in the last 10 seconds.
Yep, that is insane.
So they call them the cardiac commanders at this point. As this game began, I was like, this is going to come down to the last possession. And it did.
Yep.
What were your thoughts on this game?
Let's see.
From an outsider.
Oh, from an outsider. It was exciting. I was just happy to see an exciting playoff game because they were all so crappy. I thought this game would be close, but it was my money pick for the Commanders. Not only to cover, but to win. Excuse me. I thought Jaden Daniels is just cold-blooded. We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
He does not get rattled at all.
No. That's his best quality.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
He doesn't he didn't even smile after the
right,
kick
yeah. I saw that. He's just like And Terry, love him. I love him. In fantasy, my money league, I picked him up as a free agent his rookie year. and someone made fun of me for picking him up because he was bad, and I just love it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were totally wrong, and it was like half joking, but still. He also has a very smooth head. When his helmet's off, Terry, just like
he has hair.
a cue ball. Who am I thinking of then? I was thinking of someone else.
His hair. He wears a cap.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Oh.
I was thinking of someone else. I don't know.
He wears the cap.
Gotcha.
Washington gets their first playoff victory since January 2006. So that was the funny thing is we were 6 months away from graduating high school the last time we caught a playoff win. So let me tell you something.
We must have talked about that. You guys beat the Bucks, right? Was it the Buccaneers?
Yes, we beat the Buccaneers.
We must have talked about it.
We have history in the playoffs with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
In 1999, we lost 14-13. The only touchdown was Brian Mitchell on a punt return. Then we played them in 2005. Excuse me. Then we played them in
That's nuts.
2020.
2020, yeah.
Because that was the Tommy Terrific year.
Yep.
But it's like it's either them or Seattle when we do make the playoffs.
Funny.
So
that's funny. But yeah,
whatever.
Excuse me. Great game. Played solid defense. The big thing was the turnover. That's what
one turnover and it changed the game.
That's what took it. It was ugly turnover for our boy Baker, who I love. But I don't know I still don't know what that play was. If it was a reverse, if he wasn't supposed to give it to him, or I don't know.
I feel like it was a fake.
Yeah,
but maybe they just came too close.
He faked it too hard and unfaked himself. I don't know.
But did you see when it was 20-17 and it was like 3rd and 1 or something, and the center hiked the ball
and no one else moved,
and everybody just stood there.
Yeah.
As soon as the play happened, I was like, "Oh shit!" It looked like we jumped off sides.
Yeah.
But they didn't throw a flag, and then they replayed it. I was like, "Oh, the fucking center snapped."
Oh, yeah, because there was no flag at all, right?
No.
Yeah, because it was a weird. I remember
because then my father was like, "No, they went offside." I was like, it was a false start.
He gave the ball and he wasn't ready.
Yeah, so everybody was like, but then the ends went, and I was like, "Oh fuck, we went offside."
I gotta say, good on the refs because people give them shit when they get stuff wrong.
I'm gonna give them shit right after you say this.
But they got that play right. They could have blown it dead.
They did
and called a false start, but you guys got a sack. It was 4th down.
Right.
And that was it, or not a sack, or handoff. Yeah, it was a handoff, and they lost yards.
Because he did hike the ball.
Yeah, but they could have been like, "Oh, you know what? This is weird."
Yeah,
I don't think anyone would have given him shit if they threw like a false start. So, but I don't know what your play you're talking about.
The play I'm talking about is Mike Evans when he was all over Lattimore, but then the fucking flag goes on Lattimore.
Yeah, when
he literally just like
shoulder. Yeah,
and I kept saying, I'm like, replay it because Lattimore is bitching at the ref. Like he's going crazy. He kept talking to him.
This is when he had his arm on his shoulder, right?
Yeah, it's like, bro, he was all over him.
Yeah.
And they throw the flag on Lattimore.
Yeah.
That's the league. I get it.
Yeah.
I was not gonna blame the refs if we lost that game, but there was like a couple of those fucking shit. It's like they always favor the receiver.
Yeah.
And sometimes the receiver's the one doing the fucking shoving and the pushing and whatnot.
In the Steelers game, they did call it offensive pass interference on Pickens, surprisingly. And I was actually very surprised by it because he did a little bit, but I've seen worse. Like that one.
yeah, that one was bad. But it's also not to take away from Evans because Evans was fucking eating that whole game. They tried playing man on him, and then eventually they switched. So they put Lattimore on the other kid that came in for Godwin.
Yeah.
And then they just doubled up on Evans when they could.
Probably what they should have started with. But hey, they adjusted, which is good.
They had to make the adjustment. They just figured we can play man here. Yep. But it's also Lattimore didn't play a lot of this year. Yeah. And then with us, that's
a tall task.
That was his 3rd game.
Yeah.
Even though he knows Evans, it's still Evans.
Doesn't know the system, doesn't know this.
Right.
It's a lot to ask of a guy. The one thing I did not like about this game is right before the game-winning field goal, they lined it up on the left side hash what he liked, but he lost 5 yards. Intentionally, Jaden Daniels took the snap.
Yeah.
Went left and kneeled it 5 yards back. So it turned it from a 32-yard field goal.
Was it that far?
Yeah, it turned it from because I said it immediately. And I said, I didn't like that. That was like a 4 or 5 yard loss. It turned it from a 32-yard field goal to a 37-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Which, in the grand scheme of things, isn't a lot. But when you hit the goalpost, every inch counts.
Yeah, I didn't think he went that far back, but
I'm pretty sure it was 4 yards. I'm pretty sure it was like 4. It was a 32.
5, 4, 3.
I'm pretty sure it went from a 32-yard field goal to a 36 or 37-yard field goal. And he hit the goalpost. And if that was a if he lost no yards on that, that was not going to hit that.
The whole time the kick went up, I was like, oh, this is good. This is good. And then I see it hit, and I go, oh my God. But then before I saw the ref's hands, I was like, it looked like it went behind.
Yeah, the same thing, yeah.
But the whole way it looked good. I was like, no way, it's not going to come that close.
Yeah.
And of course it did.
And if he did miss, I feel like they would have talked more about him losing yards on the scramble. But thankfully he didn't.
Honestly, all they kept talking about was Zane.
The OCD.
Yeah, like touching his hair.
Yeah.
Because they showed it, and I was like, oh, obviously he's got like some sort of OCD. I don't know why they made a big deal about it.
At first I was thinking, because he was like changing his socks before too, like over and over and over. I didn't see that.
Yeah, but remember, Nomar did it between every fucking pitch, dude. Like, when he kept doing the hair, I was like, okay, he's got like a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
For a half second, I was like, oh, is he nervous? I'm like, that's not a good sign. And then he did it like 4 more times.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe it's like a thing. Like it's an OCD thing, yeah.
I just assumed, after the first or second, I was like...
And that's like real OCD, not like this thing where people are like, oh, I have to... Oh, I mean, my room needs to be clean. I'm so OCD. Like, that is not OCD.
Dude,
that is OCD.
That's like social media OCD. It's like, guys, I'm so cute and quirky. I have OCD.
Yeah, I can't, it has to be over here. I just can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, it's going to be over here. I got to move it over here.
Right.
Oh, no, I got to move over here. I got to move it.
Yeah, you got to move it over there. No, that's good right there. Mel says I have OCD.
No.
I think that I'm anal about things.
That's true.
Right away, he agrees. It's like the stupidest shit, though. I have to have like things front facing. That's just me being anal. But it's like, so there's
maybe
I'm not helping myself. But it's like, so on my dresser there is like my deodorant and then her deodorant. You got the same side. When I'm done with my deodorant, I put it back in a specific spot. So it's facing me. When she is done, it's supposed to be like right here. Hers is like this. And I move it every time. It's like in the shower. The body wash is I think you do it on purpose. So I always have the body wash front facing.
Maybe you are OCD.
That might be. And hers is like backwards. And I was like, bro, like I feel like you're doing it on purpose. She goes, I'm not.
No,
she goes, I just don't even think about it.
Yeah. Maybe you are.
So maybe I am.
Maybe. But also,
not a great example, but I feel like in my head I'm just anal, but for her, she's like coming into this new, she's like, this is like, you got some issues.
Like I've never lived with you, so I've never seen to like that degree. Maybe, but here's the thing is like, we're great friends. I feel like we'd be terrible roommates. For probably stuff like that.
You really? You think so? Why? Are you like messy?
I'm not really messy, but like, I'm just like that stuff. Like,
oh, because that would bother you. That wouldn't bother you.
No.
It doesn't bother me. It's just I'm going to fix it. Maybe it does. It's not like I don't get mad at her. I just fix it. I just like this isn't right.
The OCD examples I've seen are people like having to like flick the light on, like.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe it's a lesser version of it. I don't know. But I'm also not a doctor. So.
That's fair. It's more. I think that's where my thing is. Is like everything needs to be like it doesn't ruin my day, but it does a little bit.
So like if you move that over there.
No, this is okay because this doesn't have like a home. It's just I'm just drinking a beer. But like my stuff on my like in the shower,
that's funny. And
on the dresser, I was like, why is your like here's my deodorant just sitting perfect. It's like at attention, and yours is like fucking looking behind you. It's weird. It's just not neat. It's weird. All right, it's weird.
I mean, I guess I'm not very neat. I mean, maybe not messy is the right word, but I'm definitely disorganized. There's stuff everywhere, but I know where it is. Remember on
Disney? We would not be good roommates.
Remember Disney Channel? When they used to like talk to the actors and be like,
yeah.
And they talk to the Even Stevens kids and they talk about stuff. And I remember they did the friend from Famous Jet Jackson, and he said
the white kid.
Yeah. He wore like his half shirt tucked in. He said, "I always just think of the floor as a giant shelf." That's always stuck with me. So
your wife must love that.
Nope. But it's fine. She does not.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I need things
but like
orderly.
Like I tidy up in the kitchen and stuff. I don't leave the floor, but in my little spot, I could be better. I could be better.
I mean,
I admit it. But I'm trying to think of stuff now where we hang out. If stuff strikes you, but I can't think of anything.
No, the only reason I asked you to move the can is just because of the.
Well, that I understand.
The camera.
That I understand.
But other than I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
In this.
No. Yeah. But I mean, you do have to get your haircut like every day. That's a thing.
No, once a week. That's not a lot. That's normal.
Okay.
Well, all right, maybe not. The thing is with my hair is like I keep it so short that after a week, it's like the fade is gone. And
that's true. That's true. Jess always yells at me because I don't get my haircut. She's like, just schedule it every 6 weeks. Schedule it every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm going to schedule it 6 weeks, and I'm going to get the text message reminder, and I'm going to say, oh shit, I can't. Like something's up. Something came up. Children, I just can't do it.
I feel like that's not a good excuse.
Yeah, just trust me on this one. So I just like to schedule it like 3 days ahead of time. Like that's when I'm doing it.
Well, that's fair. Like, I do mine so often that I can schedule mine.
I mean, you have it probably on your calendar booked solid for the next 2 years.
It changes, but it won't change drastically. Like if I go on a Tuesday, I'm not going the following Friday.
Right.
It's like. Yes. Like once I get to, if I have to go from Tuesday to like Thursday, sometimes depending on like an event, I have to like kind of nudge it that way. So I have to go 8 days instead of 7 just to get it to that.
I'm just like, even like I probably should have got it cut before Christmas, and I just didn't.
And you've always been like that though.
You've always been like that.
I know. I used to mess up my hair when I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
So my mother would take me. I used to make it look like shit.
That's why I wear hats.
I used to wear hats.
I like this hat so much I wore it a second week in a row.
That's true, you did. I love that hat.
I do like it very much. Jessica made a good choice. I like it a lot.
Fair enough. I don't know where. Oh, the OCD thing. Maybe that's why when I saw Zane doing it, I was like, "This is nothing. Who cares?"
Oh yeah.
Like people really made a big deal about it. To the point where I almost felt bad for him because they're like, "Oh, what's up with the hair thing?" It's like,
chill, dude.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's not that. I mean, he might have OCD. Who cares?
Maybe because people just saw what real OCD is. Like, yeah, and it's not the cute, quirky.
Yeah. Oh my god. I have anxiety. I need to put depression.
Yeah, I gotta put on. It's called super depression. I gotta light everything up in the same color. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny. He had a quote where he said, "No, it's not funny," but his quote was funny where he said, "You know, in sports, it's kind of nice because it gives you a routine,
right?
But outside of sports, it is not fun, you know, because it can probably mess stuff up sometimes." Or
I bet,
yeah. But good on him for making the game-winning kick because that was your 6th kicker.
Listen, good on him. Shout out Zane.
Shout out Zane
because he also potentially had like a hip injury going.
That was my other thing about like don't make it 5 yards longer because it's your hip and So,
amen.
Good game. Great game.
It was a great
Congratulations.
Game. We were partying like it was 2005 at my father's house, okay? It's for our fan base. It's been 2 fucking decades.
Yeah. Dennis is very happy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to shout out your father too. Your father.
That's right. The new dad.
The new subscriber to the MOJO show.
Yeah, he wanted Vrabel big time.
He did. I saw the comment.
Yeah, so that makes sense. He's one of those, they want to tackle you kind of guys.
Yeah,
football.
So that's football. So that's perfect. So Dennis was pleased as well. That's good.
Yeah, he was super excited. So, and you get to watch, which is nice. You guys are primetime again this coming up weekend. So Saturday night on your birthday. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you're not going to the game dinner because it's your birthday. It's my birthday. What a way to spend your birthday. You could have went to a game dinner. You could have had a little bit of peace to yourself. No wife and kids. You could have the wife and kids in the morning. Go to a game dinner. Put the kids to bed. Watch the game with your wife. That's like the perfect birthday. I wish it was my birthday. Let's switch. No, your birthday is when it's like nice out. Barely. June 1st is like barely. All I ever hear people would be like, January sucks. I'm like, aw. It does. I just remember. God, and I always think it was the 18th. I think it was the 19th. I thought it was your birthday though. But I have to go back and look. I remember years ago I went to a Metallica concert and it was snowing. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was Maurice's birthday. I thought it was January 18th, like 2009ish.
somewhere around.
There was a lot of snow, right?
It was a lot of snow, but I think it might have been the day after. I think I looked this up before.
Was it?
Was it 2005?
Hold on, 2000.
It was 2008. 2008 or 2009? No, it was January 18th, 2009.
Yeah, because I was 21. I was supposed to go to Foxwoods for my 21st birthday, and I couldn't go because it was snowing, so I went to...
Where'd you go?
What the heck is it called? In Rhode Island.
In Rhode Island?
The casino, that was barely a casino.
Twin River?
Yeah, Twin River, yeah.
I want to see what the weather... Do you think they have the weather?
Yeah, they do.
From that day?
Yeah, you can do any day.
Extreme Weather Watch, January.
So yeah, I was supposed to go to Foxwoods my 21st birthday. I never been, and it snowed, so I had to go to Twin River. Shout out Gary, shout out John Massey, shout out Joey, who was there. Shout out Vinny.
And where are they now?
Where are they now? I think Joey. I don't know if Joey watches. He's liked and shared our stuff before.
That's true.
I don't know if Joey's even on the social medias. I never see him.
I'm not seeing like the.
Oh, it snowed.
It did. It totally did.
You weren't there.
7.5 inches.
Yeah.
It was. I knew it. I knew it.
I went to Gary's. Gary picked. I stopped. Yeah.
Because I kept saying it was 2008, but it was 2009.
It makes sense.
It was on your birthday.
21st birthday.
Bam.
Shout out. 21st birthday.
Shout out birthdays.
So there you go.
That's not our audience.
I just said earlier, we won't say my age, but if you do the math,
yeah, do the math.
Figure it out.
Bam.
Boom shakalaka. 46. 46 years old.
46. Our demographic is a little bit older than that.
Right.
But on the male side. But we welcome female watchers. I mean,
of course.
You like the NFL, watch the show.
Yeah. You'll learn a thing.
You might learn something.
Or if you listen to us, you'll know that we were right all along about certain things.
It's absolutely true. All right, the last game of Super Wildcard Weekend was the Rams over the Vikings, 27-9. Your boy, Sam Darnold. Well, you know what? They did score a touchdown. Why'd they say that he went the last 2 weeks without a touchdown? He did score a touchdown. I did not watch much of this game, I'll be honest.
Speaking of being right about things all along.
Here we go.
Joe, I think you owe me an apology.
For
being right about Mr. Sam Darnold all season long, and all you kept telling me is how wrong I was, and look at me now.
I picked the Rams. I don't know what to tell you. I picked the Rams.
I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming all along. I'm just so glad that if everyone could see the truth. I tried telling you, not just you, but them.
I mean, they went 14-3.
Yeah, well, it was a fake 14-3.
I do agree that there was some fraudulent there.
They played the anemic AFC South. Lions did too, but some of those wins are like they're squeaking these out. It's not some don't smell right.
Well, we did talk about it.
Right.
We said that they were fraudulent, like years in the past when they were like 11-0 or something. That they were fraudulent. I think when they played the Packers a couple weeks ago, I thought the Packers were the better team, but that's not what the scores said that day.
Yes. So Sam Darnold played himself out of a lot of money.
I don't think so.
He ain't going back to the Vikings. He'll go somewhere. He'll get paid.
Yeah, he'll get paid.
Not like a ton, but he's one of those guys now that could go to the Steelers.
Yep.
The Jets. Oh God, that'd be so hilarious. I was right. I was right all along.
If they had won this game and potentially won, if they made it to the championship game,
I would have eaten my hat.
Different scenario though. I think then they have to look at it like,
yes,
I don't know. But now you're looking at it like we kind of got blown out in Wild Card Weekend. We botched the number 1 seed when we laid an egg against Detroit.
Yeah,
you finished 14-3, still a great season, but 14-3 and not making it to the divisional round. Not fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin O'Connell's words after the game didn't sound. He's just like, "Oh, I'm thankful for what he did." Blah 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 blah. But they finished the season 2-2. I mean, they lost as many games to end the season as they had. Also, yeah, whatever. Not great. Lost 2 in a row.
Well, you can't pay a guy like this because I'm saying if he brought you to the championship game, then you'd have to look at it like, you know what, we're gonna have to bring him back.
Yeah.
While because JJ's young.
Oh yeah, the happiest guy in the room is JJ because he knows he's gonna waltz right in there next year. But Darnold, his worst things came out. I did watch a good amount of this game, and he just held the ball and held the ball and held the ball, and the Rams were flying. I I think the Rams 10-7. I think they're better than the record indicates because they had a lot of injuries early on. Yeah. I know they didn't impress us much at the Patriots game we attended, but I know they had some Kupp and Puka were out for a little bit, so I think they're just better than their 10-7.
They got healthy and hot at the right time, but also credit to the Rams defense there.
Yep,
too. So I don't think this all falls on Darnold. You do.
I do. I do.
The one guy last season that you said that you liked was Herbert. Now immediately you threw him under. So now you don't like any quarterbacks. I like Drake May and Tommy Terrific, and then that's it.
I like Jaden. I like this young crop that's coming up. Bo Nix impressed me a little bit as the season progressed.
That's good because you shit on him earlier too.
That's true. I think he's got a good thing going. Whereas Mac Jones, McDaniels abandoned him in season 2. He's going to have another season under Peyton. I don't like the coach.
Right.
But I've never liked Darnold. I have nothing against JJ McCarthy. I feel bad that he lost the entire season because of his knee. But
they also, they planned on starting Darnold.
I think so, yeah.
And the run that he went on, they were never going to take him out.
No. I think Darnold's just everything saw off at the end of the year. Like, why his worst habits came out, unfortunately, and also their defense stopped being as stout as they were early in the season. So. Too bad. Too bad, so sad.
So bad, too bad.
Called
too sad, so bad. So bad, too sad.
Strong bad.
Anyway, that was Super Wild Card Weekend.
Super Wild Card Weekend. We both went 5-1, right?
Yes, sir. I think we picked the exact same team. So I'm going to throw it your way just to get a quick update.
Yeah.
You're the only one that has anything here. In the fantasy.
Oh, right.
You picked a myriad of Washington somethings for your fantasy team. I don't think Zacchaeus had a great game. Diami had a better game, which is rare.
Yeah, so I did it last week during the show. I apologize. Didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to. It was more distracting than I intended, so I apologize for that. But I was able to pick a few guys that were doing the playoff fantasy. And it's actually pretty wild because we don't do it through shout out to our commissioner who does this. He literally puts it into a Excel sheet and puts all like the everything together and manually does it, and he puts the calculations in for when he puts the
that's dedication.
It is dedication. He didn't update with Daniel. Oh, I'm gonna yell at him. He's got 2 young kids though. But Daniel's
no excuse, play like a champ.
I know. Well, it's funny with he put everything in except for the last 2 games, and I was in second place.
So Washington and the Rams game.
He hasn't updated it yet. Yeah, but Will Dissly got me 2.6. Chargers defense got me 7. DJ Chark, I don't even know who the hell he's playing for right now. Got me 1.5.
God, I forgot about him.
Oh, that means he's out. The red means he's out. Oh, okay, I see what he was going for. But I had Mixon who got 18.4. Which is a good count. And Jaden and Terry are gonna give me a lot. Yeah. So I think I'm going to be in second or third place by the time this is through. Because now Jefferson's out. Someone went early on him.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good about it. But I will give a better update soon when I yell at him for not updating those games.
Fair enough. Keep us posted.
I will. Yeah.
Do you have a hot take? Do you have her pinned at the top of your messages?
I do.
Wow, I didn't know anybody that did that.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. Why would you?
She's my wife.
But still, doesn't that
That's really
it looks like it. It looks like it's your profile. Wait, let me see this. That's so stupid. Yo, I hate that. I hate that for you. Please don't do that. Why though?
Why?
Yeah, does she do that for you?
I think she does, yeah.
Really? I didn't know people did. Because it's I've accidentally done that when I hit...
I'm not pinned at the top of your phone?
No. No, because it looks like it's supposed to be your profile picture.
No, I'll tell you, I'll share with you off the air about that one. It's funny.
Okay. Fair enough. Is there a hot take? Oh, she's typing it now?
No, she told me before I left in person.
Okay.
She believes that the Washington Commanders are going to win the game this weekend.
Whoa! Bam! 2 for 2.
I was like, Joe's gonna love that
2
one.
for 2. Woo-hoo. I gotta be honest.
I just confirmed it was the same one. She said yes.
There's some people that I've been hearing saying that, okay, don't sleep on Washington. If Washington, my thing is, if Washington keeps it close, you got a shot.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of people saying Detroit's going to run away with this.
Run. They're going to run.
Well,
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm just repeating what they're saying.
well, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
I
that.
thought you would.
She's going to just keep.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's an easy one as long as they keep winning.
Right.
But you know what, though?
Last week she said they were going to win by 10, which didn't happen.
But they were
could've.
the underdog last week as well. They are a pretty sizable underdog this week, too. So we'll see. So it is a little bit of a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. They're the 6th seed.
Yeah, she's not taking them to cover. She's taking the money line. She's taking them to win.
Right.
So
I like it.
better, yeah.
Imagine silencing that crowd in Detroit. Yow!
Man. And you guys, what seed are you guys?
6.
And who's the other teams playing? I'm sorry. The two and the.
The Eagles.
So you can't get a home game.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Nope. We have to run the gauntlet.
Yeah. Yeah. You got the ones. That's not bad.
Yep.
Nice.
Here we go.
All right. So I apologize. I forgot to pack my battery, or my charger, I should say, for my Surface, and it does not run without one. So I'm doing it on my phone.
Maybe tax time you get shout out Ron from Amori Tax.
Yeah. This is not a promotion, but great guy, Ron Amori Tax. I think it's amoritax.com, right? I think that's his website.
Yeah.
So
Shout out Ron. So maybe, tax return, maybe you get a new Surface.
yeah, I've been looking at the railings for the stairs, but I would prefer a new Surface.
Well, hey, maybe there's room for both.
Forget that old out of date railing. The kids will figure it out.
True that.
Yeah, Ron. Shout out Ron.
Shout out Ron.
Dolphins fan.
He is a Dolphins fan, yeah. I told him last year, because I went to his house again off of your recommendation. So I did back to back. I went to his house. And I said, oh, yeah, me and Maurice do a podcast and blah, blah, blah. And we shot him out. He's like, oh, I'll have to check it out. I don't know if he did. I'll send him a link.
Yeah, tell him to subscribe.
I'll send him a link, and I'll say, hey, check this timestamp. Shout out Ron.
Yeah.
Shout out Ron.
Yeah, so we
About an hour and 7 in.
Yeah, so I got him from my realtor when we bought the house, and I have suggested him to 3 people, all of which, one of you being which, and all of them have given rave reviews. And he answers stuff right away, even if it's like in the middle of the year. You're like, hey, I have a tax question. Boom, answer. He's great.
I've done it multiple times, and he answers me right away.
Yep.
And he is a hardcore Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I don't love the Dolphins fan, but that's okay.
Listen, hey.
Can't all be perfect. Zach Goldberg. Shout out Zach Goldberg.
Shout out Zach Goldberg. I mean, listen, it's been a long time since Marino, and Marino, as good as he was, he didn't win either. So that franchise is
Yep.
they've been waiting for some wins too.
Yep. All right. So let's see here. We got the divisional round of the NFL football playoffs. Starting with Saturday, 4:30 p.m. We have the 10-7 Texans traveling to the 15-2 Kansas City Chiefs. It's on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus. The Kansas City Chiefs are 8-point favorites.
You know why I think it's not higher? Because they haven't played since Christmas.
Yeah.
Would love it if the Texans
Me too.
pulled it out. I would love it. Again, new blood. I'm an outsider, but new blood would be nice. But I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I have to. Again, they give me no reason not to pick them in this matchup.
Yeah.
But my heart says Houston.
Yeah.
But my brain says Kansas City.
Because the Chiefs have not played, or the starters haven't played for 2.5 weeks, I'm going to get a little crazy here, and I'm going to take the Texans.
I like it.
Because they played out of their gourds against the Chargers. They're feeling themselves. And the Chiefs, it's funny because their record was better than last year, but I don't feel like they're better than last year, but they also turn off in the playoffs. It's very strange. Very strange.
They're just not as flashy.
Yeah, the defense is still really good. But the Texans have a little bit of a chip on their shoulders. I like their coach. And I just, historically speaking, teams usually don't host like 7 AFC Championship games in a row.
Right.
So even at the height of our dynasty, we did not host every single AFC Championship game, but it seems like the Chiefs always do.
Would it pain you if Mahomes went 3 in a row? But like not because it
would annoy me, but I wouldn't.
But because it's a team that goes 3 in a row, like as challenging Brady, does it annoy you in that regard, or does it just annoy you because it's like the same team keeps winning all the time?
The same team. Because I think to challenge Brady, he'd have to. Because Brady did it in an era of like Giants, first of all, with like Manning and like, I guess you could even throw Roethlisberger in there as much as I don't like him. Personal stuff, not football stuff. And some of the other
go figure.
Like Aaron Rodgers.
Same reason you like Mahomes or Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. Like there were some great quarterbacks in the era.
Brees doesn't get enough credit.
No, of Brady and Mahomes. I like I always say one of these other guys has to stand up and do something. Like if I say this all the time, but it's so true. If Joe Flacco can beat Manning and Brady in the playoffs the same run, one of you assholes can beat this dude. Because even if they finish with 7 Super Bowls each or 6 Super Bowls each, excuse me, no, 7, right? Yeah, 7. Brady always has a tiebreaker because he beat him in the Super Bowl, so I'm not too worried about it.
Oh my god! So it is a little bit of that.
Oh no, because he's only at 3 or 4.
I think he'd be at 4 if he won.
Yeah, so he's still gonna. He's a little over halfway there. He's got a long way to go. Long way to go. And eventually, Andy Reid. I mean, he's older. He's gonna retire eventually. I'm curious to see what happens there. And then eventually that there is going to be that shift of like that whole team's going to age out.
Yeah,
what's going to happen?
It'll be a power shift.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the Patriots happened the first one, they had a 10-year drought where they went to 2 more, but lost them both. And then they finally got back over the hump. Finally after 10 long years.
Don't want to fucking hear it.
It'd be mostly annoying of just another.
It's the same team though.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not confident in that pick. That's why they're not going to be my money pick. So
that's fair. I like it.
And then Saturday night, 8:00 on Fox, we have the 12-5. Now this is probably my favorite game of the entire NFL football season. I'll tell you why in a second. The 12-5 Washington Commanders traveling to the 15-2 Detroit Lions. The Lions are 9.5-point favorites. The reason why this game is my favorite game of the entire football season.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't want to. Does it have any history to it? Oh, okay.
It's because it is.
And nobody's going to punt the entire game?
Nope. It's because it is the Washington Commanders, who you have picked to go 17-0 this season so far, versus your Super Bowl pick, the Detroit Lions. So, so it's between you picking the Commanders to go 18-0 or picking your Super Bowl.
No, they would be 19-0.
Would it be well, they're 12-5.
Well, they're 13-5.
Oh, excuse me, they didn't add the playoff win. Yep, you're right. So it's
bro, if you think for any reason, again, what is my winning percentage? What's my winning percentage? Do the math. Do the math, pundits. I'll do it right now.
As soon as I saw this, that I saw they were playing the Lions, I was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait!"
You did text me about it. Let me see. I picked Washington every week, and my winning percentage picking them every week is 70%, 0.706.
Now,
that's fantastic percentage.
You picked the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Week 1.
I changed my mind. Dude, that was so September. Okay? That might have even been August. I was a different person then. Okay? I didn't even know who I was back then.
All right, so please tell me who is going to win this football game.
If you think for half a second that I am not going to pick my Washington Redskins to win this game, you are smoking crack cocaine. I'm taking the Redskins to beat the Lions. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It'll be a tough game. Mm-hmm. However, I gotta keep going with them.
Yeah, yeah. I don't begrudge you for picking the Washington Commanders to go 19-0.
No, I get it. I have that's a 70% winning.
It's great.
Almost 71 at this point. If Washington wins this game, if they win this game, there would only be one. Now, granted, that's not a good enough victory for me, right? My ultimate goal in life is for Washington to win a Super Bowl that I actually am able to see and not be 2.5 years old.
Right.
If Washington wins this game and goes to a conference championship game, that means there's only one team in the NFC that hasn't made a conference championship game since 1995, and that would be your Dallas Cowgirls.
Yeah.
So I would love it. I would absolutely love it. The best I've ever seen, obviously, is a wild card victory. That is the best I've seen.
Right.
My team do.
Yep.
Is win a wild card game.
Yep.
So winning a divisional game would be like. Whew.
Yep. We
did beat the Lions way back in 1991.
History is on your side
in the championship game to go to the Super Bowl. It wasn't even close. Times have changed. The way that
things change, the more they stay the same.
It's true. The way that Quinn and Campbell play the game, nobody's punting. It's gonna be turnovers on downs.
We didn't talk about that in the Redskins game. I did not like those fourth down.
I loved it.
I did not.
The only one that I wasn't a fan of was the first one.
That was me. I hated that one.
But I was like, okay. But everyone after that, I was okay with. It was just the first one because of where they were, and it was like 4th and 5 or something.
But then
I don't love it.
I remembered the kicker history, so I was a little bit more okay with it after that. But still, if they took the points, they would have had like a 6-point lead at the end. But whatever.
They were, I was like, 3-0, or like that early.
Yep.
You don't take the point. Later on, when they kicked the field goal, it made more sense. But early on, I'm like, you know what? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. But again.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do on this one. This is going to be a special edition of the. There you go. So my pick is for the Detroit Lions to win this game because my Super Bowl pick to start this year was the Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions, and I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to my guns. So, but if the Patriots were playing them in the Super Bowl, I obviously pick the Patriots, or they're playing the Ravens. So I'm with you. I support you. However, my most money pick is that the Washington Salamander, Redskin, Braves, Commanders are going to cover that 9.5-point spread.
Ooh.
So I will. I will meet you halfway.
That's not halfway. You either win or you don't,
or you cover,
in your instance. If that's a win for you,
I mean, I want them to win.
That's fair.
I just don't.
Again, you have a stake in this.
That's right. I'm married into the.
You have a father-in-law that is a longtime fan. Mm-hmm. We've been married for.
That's true.
Going on, I don't know how many years. 30. 30.
No. 99.
20.
What do you mean? 99? We met.
99. 25.
Yeah, we talked about this recently. It's our 25-year anniversary.
Yeah, so 25 years.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a quarter century.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
What did you get me? I got you a Washington Commanders playoff victory. So,
perfect. It's just what I wanted.
Yep. So take that to the bank. Will you be happy? Well,
no.
I that was terrible.
Okay, go ahead.
So you guys put up a good. I mean, obviously it's a very successful season.
Yes.
So if they lose, you'll be sad, but you're not going to be like, if the Lions lose, those fans are going to be freaking heartbroken. But you guys are like, this is our first step.
When people say, now I might eat my words for a moment here. When people say, "Oh, I'd rather get blown out than lose a heartbreaker."
Yeah.
No, not this guy.
Yeah.
Break my heart. Because at least if it's competitive, then I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
If they come out and get smoked, that doesn't make me feel better. It's like, wow, I don't even know where. Because you also have to play. You have to play Detroit in the regular season next year. You have to play that whole division. So if they lay an egg here in a big game, I'm gonna be like, break my heart. Go ahead, do it.
I believe in you guys.
It's been broken.
To cover that.
I'm ready to have my heart broken again.
No doubt about it. I'm ready. That's how that gift. I use that every single year for the Celtics in the playoffs up until last year. Like literally as soon as they get eliminated, a week later, I would send that GIF out. Like, no doubt about it. I'm ready to be heard again, and here we are. Although they are 7-7 in the last 14.
They got beat by the lowly Raptors last night.
Not great. I watched the first half of that game. Not great. The problem is every single team when they play this, like every team brings their A+ game.
You have to
beat the Celtics, and they're resting on their laurels a little bit.
I get it.
They'll be okay.
Talk to me after All-Star.
Yeah, after All-Star break, and try to do it 4 times. Because there's not a lot of teams out there that can beat us 4 times in a 7-game series.
Amen to that.
I'll wear my new Celtics hat next week.
Bam. I like it.
Boom. Boom. Go Celtics. Alrighty. Moving on to Sunday, January 19th, 2025. The 10-7 Rams are traveling to the 14-3 Eagles. Eagles are 6.5-point favorites. This is on 3 o'clock on NBC and Peacock.
I would absolutely be over the moon if Stafford goes in there and pulls out a victory. I don't see it because Philly is a difficult place to play, especially for the Rams. The Rams are going cross country, which we've also talked about. Also, thoughts and prayers with everybody out there in the wildfire.
Yeah, no kidding. It's finally contained, I think. Yeah, it's nuts.
But I'm going to take the Eagles. I think the home field advantage is serious for Philly. Rams going cross country.
Yep, we've talked about that before. Yep.
But I also think Philly is the better team. So I'll take Philly.
I agree. The Eagles are loaded. They seem to be rolling pretty well. Brown seems to be in a good headspace, reading that book on the sideline, which is kind of funny. Which he's done before, but no one ever noticed it before, oddly enough. So I'm taking the Eagles. Rams put up a good fight, but I don't think it's going to happen. And then finally,
what a game!
Sunday, well, not even Sunday night. It's like Sunday evening, 6:30 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Plus.
It's supper time.
It's supper.
Sunday supper. Did your family ever use that?
We called it dinner.
Yeah, we did too. Yeah. I always felt like supper was so like uppity. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, we're gonna sit down for supper.
But you guys also had like. There's like a living room and then a den. What did you guys call your rooms?
We had a living room and a dining room. Nobody dined in the room.
Is that what was dining room? Is that what you guys call it? I think
so, right?
Because like living room. I've heard like den, living room,
and den.
Yeah,
but I don't know, living room, dining room, kitchen. But nobody dined it. Like I'm trying to think in my house.
Growing up,
we dined in it.
We had a dining room, but it was only used for like special dinners, like Easter dinner, stuff like that.
Right.
And but the dinner table was in the kitchen-ish area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure what we would consider the dining room there was no dining.
No dining.
There's no table in there to dine.
That's right. That's what I was thinking. It was like another living room den thing. I don't know.
Yeah, the den. I heard people say the den too.
Yeah. Huh.
It's like old school.
Yeah. Family room.
The family room. Yeah.
Rumpus room. I've heard that.
What was that?
The rumpus room?
I don't know.
With a fun.
It's like the bumpus sounds from Christmas Story.
Sort of, yeah. It's where the fun happens, I guess.
The TV room. Maybe it was, the living room. It was a living room, dining room. Living room, dining room. Nobody dined in it.
Ask your mother.
Go ahead. Text her.
All right. Do you have a number? Where we go?
I don't know.
Dinner time.
Oh yeah, supper
time.
Supper is like to me, it's very like uppity, like old school, but
maybe
uppity.
It's like Southern. I don't know.
Supper. We're gonna sit down and have supper. 13 crumpets. We're having dinner. Okay, we're having dinner on the couch.
On the TV dinner. Give me the tray table,
dude. I'm going to tell you this. I bought those tray tables.
Nice.
Like, not the old school ones that we're talking about from the 90s. But
not like the wood ones? Well, not actually.
Well, these are technically, there's like particle board probably.
Yeah,
like a wood. I had a $50 gift card at Target, and I spent it on the tray tables. Best $50 I ever spent. I use it almost daily. I love it.
Nice.
Get yourself a TV stand. Treat yourself.
Wow. And if you didn't know how old I was earlier, you definitely know now because you were the same age.
Yes. Indeed.
Oh, man. I don't doubt that is a great purchase. I don't know. I've never really thought of it.
$50, dude. And then when I have company over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I used it when we were here last time, right? For the tree decorating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. I got 4 of them. Comes in a little set of 4.
My parents have always had those tree tables.
It's great.
Love them.
They're so good. And they just fit in the corner between the bookshelf and the couch. I was thinking earlier when we were talking about like the OCD thing. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the garbage can?
That is probably what I was trying to think of.
The garbage can.
Your decorative garbage can.
Which actually is now, it does collect garbage. I just let everybody know it collects garbage over by the laundry area. So it's like the lint and the dryer sheets and whatnot.
We have one of those too. Not decorative collecting garbage can, but just a lint collector garbage can.
Yeah. It was just weird where it was. It was like, why wouldn't you just walk to the actual garbage? It's like people keep, like, kids have garbage in their room. Like, we never did. My mother would just be like, throw it in the fucking garbage.
Well, like, what happens if you're in, like, a candy bar?
Go downstairs and throw it in the fucking garbage.
I never really liked to eat in my room. I never ate in my room. I didn't eat in my room a lot. I didn't enjoy that because I didn't like food being around.
I feel like when
This is weird.
When y'all moved next to Dan Rock, I think I might have went in your room, like, once. Because we always watch TV in the other room.
Yeah, so there we go. So we had a living room. So in that new house, we had the living room, which is the bigger area, and then we had the smaller den.
The den.
That's like a legit den.
That's a den, yeah. Because it was right from the garage to the den.
Yeah.
But your bedroom there, like vaguely, I think I maybe was in there once.
Probably.
We just never, there was not a hangout spot.
I went in there to sleep.
Yeah.
That was it. And change.
In my house, it was like my room, my tiny room was like my
Yep. Because we had we had the computer in the den, but it's also on the other side of the house. So like, there's a kitchen in the way, the dining area.
That's true.
So it was like
19 dogs.
3?
How was that?
Well, Pepper and Sandy didn't make it to the No. Yeah, Sandy came. Pepper was gone.
Did Lucky make that one?
Shout out Sushi. R.I.P. Lucky came with us.
But he didn't make it too long when you were there, right?
No, a couple of years. Not a long time now. I don't remember years anymore, so.
That's fair.
But he's there for a little bit. Sandy sadly didn't make it much longer. She was super old, 15 or 16, and then Lucky went a few more years.
And then the bear stare.
Good old bear.
And then you went to Bose right after. Like,
we were supposed to go to.
My dog just.
Shout out Bear. I had one for Bear.
I just carried my dead dog.
I put my dead dog in a vacuum cleaner box, put him in the trunk of a car, and then drove him to the 24/7-hour vet. 24-hour vet. And they came and picked him up.
Vacuum cleaner box. So you met me at Bose. You're like, I just put my dog in the fucking box.
It was the only box that fit him. He was a big brown dog. So
the bear stare.
That was terrible. I felt like a mob hit. Bringing him to like the back of the vet. Like it was just like shady. Like, here you go. Here's my dog.
Oh my god.
Now I will say Bear was a good dog, but he was never like my dog. Like I wasn't like
that's why you didn't care. You went right to Bose.
I felt sad, but like he wasn't like, you know.
Did y'all adopt him?
Yeah, he was like a rescue. He was kind of an asshole, but he was a rescue dog, you know. But I didn't like grow up with him from like childhood. But we didn't have him very long because he was old. He was older when they rescued him. But like I felt sad, but
he had that stare.
But also by the time, oh yeah, the bear stare, yeah, very famously. We should put it up on the channel. But by the time Bear passed, I had already had like 3 dogs, and they'd all passed. So I was like, I was very used to it at that point. I wasn't like when Pepper died, I was devastated.
Yeah,
it was just my first dog.
Yeah,
but then by that time, I was like, that sucks. Like even Lucky,
throw in the Hoover box and I can go to boats.
Even with Lucky, we took him to the vet, and then that all happened. Then I went to school, then work. I was like, I have to live my life. So I just kept keeping on. Bear was very surprising because he didn't make it to the vet. Kitchen floor. We were supposed to go to Boston.
Me and you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. It was Mike's birthday. I think, right?
I was like, I can't go
So instead, we went to Boston Billiards.
That's right. But I couldn't. I was like, I can't go. I remember texting. I was like, I can't go. I'm putting a dog in a box with a car. But then when everything was done, it was still like 8:30. I'm like, I'm not just gonna sit here like cry. So we went to Boston. We cheers Bear.
We did.
Yep.
It was a fantastic story.
Poor Bear. Poor Bear. Good dog though. He's a good dog. Good dog. Good Patriots fan.
Just shove him in the box and I know.
I don't even know who you call. The police? Or then they call the animal control? I don't know.
The police?
Like, what do you, like, who do you call? Like, I don't know the animal control's number. I wouldn't call like 911. I wouldn't call 911. I'd call like the non-emergency number. Like, who do I call for a dog in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know.
But, if I wasn't home, that's what my parents probably would have had done. They couldn't have put him in a box.
Yeah, that's true. He would have just been laying there forever.
Yeah.
See when I get back.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't take too many shots tonight.
That's what I should have done. Be like, see ya. Good luck. Good luck.
Man.
Good Bear.
Shut up, Bear. All right, let's wrap this lad Barry up.
Oh, gosh. I think I already said everything about this game. Then supper.
No, we said supper.
Yeah, turned to Bear, turned to something. Anyway, the Ravens are 1-point favorites. And they're
surprising.
It is a little bit. Especially because they're on the road and with the worst record. But I'm picking them because they're my Super Bowl pick, so I have to ride with them, ride or die. I can't see the buttons anymore, so I don't know when you're going for it.
I know. I was very, very sneaky. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens as my Joker pick. So I will take the Bills over the Ravens. I hope this is a really good game. I just feel like I would trust Buffalo at home versus the Ravens on the road in this scenario. I think if Buffalo had to go to Baltimore, I might. But then it's like, I love Lamar, but I haven't been able to trust him fully in the playoffs just yet. Mm-hmm. And I think Buffalo is gunning for Kansas City.
Yeah. And they beat him by, 10 earlier this year?
Right. Yeah. So to me, that's a surprising, like Buffalo being the underdog at home. Yikes. That is surprising.
That's some bulletin board material.
Well, even just like switching it the other way, like, oh, Buffalo's at home, give them the 1 point.
It's essentially a pick 'em, is what it is.
Know?
Yeah. It's I mean, even when you say like the money line, it's a pick 'em at this point.
Look at did you see the over under on our game? It's 55.5.
Wow, that's a lot. Take the under.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, last week we were the same on every single game. This week we only picked one game the same. So
which was the Eagles.
Should be an interesting week.
Let's see how it shakes out.
Let's see who was your other. So my Super Bowl pick was the Ravens Lions. What was your Lions Bengals?
It was Washington and
no, in August.
August was Cincinnati and Detroit.
Okay.
So I mean, I had a good run.
You did.
No, and then it's not going to continue.
No,
I'm going to have a better run.
I'd go
Cincinnati didn't make it.
No, I prefer. I am rooting for the Commanders.
But you didn't pick them though.
No. But I'll be happy to be wrong. I'll be rooting for them.
Sure,
but I'm not.
But you didn't pick them.
No.
But you didn't pick them.
I picked them to cover. It's pretty much the same thing.
9.5. That's. The spreads are kind of 8, 9.5, 6.5, 1. Mm-hmm. I don't know. The Buffalo game is.
I'm a little surprised. Oh, it's probably because Fox. I'm a little surprised the Ravens Bills aren't the Saturday primetime game over you guys and the Lions, but I guess CBS gets them, so makes sense.
Fair enough. Anyway, that was the Super Wild Card Weekend recap in our divisional round picks. So we will be back here next week. Hopefully, I will still be happy.
Yep.
You have a new coach.
Yeah, hopefully we have some coordinators and stuff by then. We have for college, the Shrine Bowl's coming up, the Senior Bowl. Usually you send your staff there, so usually coaches are in place by then. So maybe a few more head coaching hires will have happened along with some coordinator hires.
Fair enough. And like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
We're getting those numbers up.
Yep.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate all y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to
dads everywhere.
Dads everywhere. If you're a dad,
Yeah.
shout out to your dad. And shout out to you. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.